Aries, welcome back to Spiritual Influential Tarot. This is your weekly general reading for the second week of May. Please take what resonates with you and allow the rest to be taken by the other Aries born on different birth dates. With that being said, Spirit, may I please have 9 cards for Aries. That is an amazing start. You are starting off with the High Priestess, Aries, followed by the 5 of Swords, followed by the 5 of Cups, followed by the Death card, followed by the Star card, followed by the Page of Swords, followed by the 2 of Swords, followed by the Tower, followed by the 7 of Cups. This is a very, very interesting, or is going to be a very interesting reading, Aries. Aries, we are going to start with the High Priestess, when the High Priestess comes around, it being the first card of your reading, it allows me to tell you what are you hiding at this very moment, because you are, you know, the priestess, the High Priestess, excuse me, you know, it tells me that you have hidden mysteries, okay? She explains to me that you have spiritual insight and divine knowledge. And right now is the time to be still so that you can tune into your intuition. Because that's what this card, everybody who reads tarot, the first thing that they're going to say is, it's about intuition, okay? But a lot of people don't mention that she is also sitting in between the towers of the castle of King Solomon, okay? She also holds, okay, she also holds here a very important book, okay? Am I putting it right here? Okay, there is the book that she is holding, which is the Book of Knowledge and Wisdom. Some call it the Rotah or the Torah, okay? There is no ceiling on top of her head, so she is always thinking out of the box, okay? It allows me to let you know that you have right now the opportunity to access to access the knowledge deep within your soul. Because when it comes to the High Priestess, this is a very, very deep card. Very, very deep card. And for it to be your first card that showed up, it shows me that you hold the answers to the deep unknowns. So I want you to understand that I am telling you to trust yourself for guidance. Excuse me. Trust yourself for guidance, because I mean, I can break down this card in so many ways, but because it is followed by the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is letting me know that you have learned from your mistakes and that you have a grip on your thoughts. The Five of Swords allows me to say that this is not about win or lose conflicts, okay? And sometimes in the sense of defeats, it is better, okay? Bitter or sweet. It allows me to let you know that I can see yourself walking away from certain things, because you and I both know that self-sabotage could be around the corner. And I need you to take action, okay, to overcome being challenged by others. This card right here speaks about you standing up for yourself should you find yourself in this type of situation or any situation. See, because I always say that there is a theory when it comes to the Five of Swords that this person has learned from the beginning to his second, he's back here to the second stage. Here he is sort of crying. Here he's sort of just like now figuring it out and understanding. And then here he's picking up all the swords because he understands, okay, that it's really not about competing with anyone, but more like competing with yourself, okay? And to try to find common ground and focus, okay, on collaborating. Collaboration is the key here, okay? And since you have the divine guidance, okay, the hidden mysteries, all right, the deep unknowns that allow you to trust yourself, Aries, you being the first one in the zodiac wheel, I'm going to call it the zodiac wheel. Here you are. Let me see right over here. See, straight above me. You are the first. See, you are the first. Okay, you are the first, Aries. Okay, and I can say that it's about collaboration and having a grip on your thoughts, because it is followed by the Five of Cups. And when we are speaking about the Five of Cups, it's one thing that I always point out, that there is a bridge here, okay, a bridge, okay, and in certain situations, right, We have to understand not to burn any bridges, because here he is tired of the wine that he is drinking. Okay? All right? Things may have turned out differently than expected in whatever situation at this moment that you are going through. And there are feelings of disappointment, especially you knowing the unknowns. Since you can search deep inside yourself, sometimes instead of being upset, we just get disappointed. And since situations are turning out a little bit different, okay, you may be dwelling in the past. And since you are dwelling in the past, it's sort of like you are inducing feelings of like self-pity, okay? Regret. Sadness or loss. And these problems are mostly, see the cups? Cups are emotions. So these problems are mostly emotional. And although they are, okay, although there are things to somewhat mourn over, okay, there are also things to look forward to. And your future can bring joy to you once you cross that bridge. You see? There is a bridge here. There's a bridge right there that leads him to the castle. Okay. Because it's the reason why I'm saying don't think about the past, just how he is not looking at the past. He's not looking behind him, that these cups, okay, are standing up and these cups are laying down. Because just how the Five of Cups, it is followed by the Death card, and we are speaking about transformation here. And altogether in this reading, you have four major arcana. You are letting me know the big secrets. You are holding the big secrets. Because, see, when it comes to the Five of Cups, followed by the Death card, there is transformation here. And when the Death card comes around, I explain to everyone that people automatically think, oh my God, Death card. Well, guess what? It is a major phase. That's what I'm seeing. You see here? This is a phase that you are going through, or an aspect of your life that is no longer serving you. And what is no longer serving you is now coming to an end. And the great thing, okay, about when things are coming to an end is that it's opening up the possibility of something far, far more valuable and essential to your life. So sometimes, Aries, we must close one door to open up another. And do not fear, okay, this change, because it can truly be a positive thing in your life. Okay, whether you are male or female, okay, accept the change that is coming to you, because I am telling you that I am seeing a very, very bright future if you do so for you, due to the Death card being followed excuse me, allow me to cover this card to follow the YouTube guidelines, okay, which is your third major arcana card, followed by the star card, okay. Aries, the star card, after your transformation, okay, you are likely to find yourself inspired. That's what's going to happen. You're going to find yourself inspired, okay, because you have renewed now hope and faith. Because the death card is letting you know tough times are coming to an end, okay? And because now you're getting that new sense of faith, okay? You know what happens with the star card? It allows me to tell you that now you are being truly blessed by the universe. Okay? I see you that now, because you are transitioning and you are letting go of the past, okay, you are moving into and entering, okay, a peaceful and loving phase now in your life, okay. Like I said, the death card speaks about the past phase, an aspect or phase that is no longer serving you in your life, right? Okay? And the universe is now, okay, filled with calm energy and personal growth in this upcoming blessing towards your life. See? This is the water of wisdom, okay? You have to stick your entire body in that water, okay, to move forward. And I can explain that to you because, okay, it is followed by the Page of Swords. You cannot have a foot in and a foot out, okay, with your thoughts, okay? I want you to go, and when you're having these ideas, I want you to go full throttle with them. I want you to speak your words and your ideas into the universe so that they can come out and they can become a reality, okay? When the Page of Swords comes out and you are having all these plentiful of ideas in your brain, you are inspired, okay? Just like the star card said that you will be inspired. You know why? Because you are curious about certain things due to you being a great communicator, okay? Yep. Since you can be direct, okay, and truthful, and still be young at heart, I see you speaking out and ready to engage in a lot of passionate debates, my friend, whether you are male or female. That's why I said, don't hold back, okay? Because if you start engaging in these passionate debates, and it's sort of like there's something here that you can't wait to share your message and ideas. There's something that you want to share with people, someone around you, with the world, okay? And I can say that you're having these thoughts, but a choice has to be made. Do you or do you not? Right? Because since it is followed by the Two of Swords, okay, you see the blindfold here? There is a theory about this young lady here whose eyes are wrapped in a chair with these two swords. It's almost like she's being illuminated, initiated, an internship, okay, happening. It's almost like what happens with the Hierophant, even though you don't have the Hierophant here, but there is a theory that she is being initiated, okay, here with the Two of Swords, okay. It's almost like you are either being torn apart between choices, okay, in love or career. I see there's something, I see that this reading is now getting very serious, because when we speak about love and career, or a conflict that you must make a choice on, okay, the decisions become extremely difficult, and you must be very, very wise. And I see that you must weigh up your options, right? Because it's either this or that. You have to analyze the situation, dig deeper, okay, to understand the issue clearly. Because if you don't, right, then you just might have to deal with destruction in your life, okay? And this is why you're here, so that I can guide you through this phase and make you also understand, since it is followed by the Tower, which is your fourth, okay, arcana, major arcana, okay. The Tower, I understand that it looks heavy, that it looks like everything is coming down, okay? But this is also about an unforeseen change, right? This is about transitioning, right? This is the universe telling you that that change is coming. Excuse me. And you may, if you haven't already, dealt with the destruction. But because it is the Tower card, I can also explain to you that it means another great thing. Liberation, revelation, or spiritual awakening. And even though that your world may feel a little bit closed because of the choices that you have to make, Aries, okay, and you feel like the whole world may come crashing down on you, in ways that you can't imagine. And whether this has happened in the past, or it is about, or you are getting over it, because this phase is, it's telling me this is, okay, this was the past, okay, that was entering into your presence, but it is not your future, okay? Because The great thing about the Tower, and I love to see the Tower at times, because if it's in your present, right? Like today, per se, and you're already dealing with it, then that means there is new opportunities are coming. Okay? There is new opportunities that are on the horizon. Okay? Because it is also followed by the 7 of Cups. Okay? And your emotions, okay, when it comes to the 7 of Cups, you have many options. Okay? Multiple choices. Multiple. Okay? Let me ask you, Aries. It's either a yes or no towards what you have to do. Okay? It's like sort of I'm asking you a question but also telling you the answer. You understand? It's either yes or no with what is going on in your life at this very moment, okay? Because since you have multiple choices, see that? The person is looking at multiple choices here. And your emotions, you have to control them so that you can choose and make the right choice. Okay? And once again, okay, because this, your 2 of Swords is in the same row, okay, of this last row, but it is the 3rd card under the Death card, 2nd that is under the High Priestess. This too is about trusting your intuition, okay? And the 7 of Cups, okay, since you have multiple possibilities, multiple options, okay, that are available to you, you may feel indecisive. And because you are indecisive, whatever it is that you are trying to make a choice of, you are procrastinating. Did I say it correctly? Right? Procrastinating? Well, I don't want you to procrastinate, okay? And live in like a dream world. Okay? I want you to think of the 7 of Cups, right, as something that is for you to have wishful thinking. Okay? This is a card that I am telling you that you have to be realistic. You have to choose, okay? About what you can commit to, okay? I'm going to give you this answer right now, okay? I want you to think of something that you can commit to, okay? And take proactive steps rather than fantasize or be fantasizing about what it could be. Okay? You know something, allow me to look at the bottom of the deck here, okay, of the other deck that I have here. I haven't glanced at it yet. I want to look at the bottom of the deck of this deck here to cross-reference this last card, the Seven of Cups. Why the Seven of Cups? Why the Seven of Cups? Of course, and you are cross-referenced with the Temperance, right? Okay? But then the second card right behind it, look at this. Choices. Okay? Choices. I'm going to leave it there because I wasn't expecting this card to be behind this card. I really was not. And when the Temperance, which is now your fifth major arcana card, okay, with the, and I'm going to accept that Two of Pentacles, okay, we're going to cross-reference this here. When the Temperance, excuse me, is cross-referencing your card, okay, first and foremost, this is like my favorite card, one of my favorite cards, and I always gotta say that at any reading, okay, because you are being invited, okay, you are being invited to stabilize, okay, your energy, to learn, to bring about balance, okay, right? You have all these choices, right? And that's what, see, that's what the Temperance is doing, turning water into wine, balancing the two cups, okay? And over here there is a path that leads to the sunlight, okay? Because once you find this balance, right, it's going to allow you, okay, to flow through the force, okay? Flow through the force of life, okay? And it's going to make you flow so smoothly that there will be no force and no resistance, okay? You should take the middle road, okay? Take the middle road, okay? Avoid extremes and maintain a sense of calmness, okay? Why I tell you that is because when the Two of Pentacles now shows up, and it's not a people, this is an infinity sign. Infinity, right? So now, cross-referencing the choices that you have to make, okay? Now, I can see that there is choices of money that you have to make. You have multiple, okay, priorities, and are trying to find the balance between various areas of your life, okay? When the Two of Pentacles comes around as a cross-referencing card, I can tell you this entire reading is about using your intuition to make the right choices, okay? Because right now, you're juggling life. That's what you're doing. Okay. You may be juggling life and financial decisions, okay? Focus on your time, Aries, okay? So that when you focus on your time, it becomes managed, so then therefore now you're focusing on management. It is willing and able to turn into a prioritization to find balance. You need balance in your life, Aries. What is the balance? What are the choices that you want to make? I need you to follow your intuition. Okay? With that being said, okay, Aries, let's go into your oracle cards to see if we can find the guidance that is needed at this very moment. As I have told you, very, very straight to the point type things. 3 cards for Aries, please. Huh. Wow. Huh. I'm telling you, Aries, this reading is such a strong significator. The entire thing, usually not one card, not one card, no, all the cards. Tough choices to make, but you must make one. Is it going to be love? Is it going to be a career? Okay. 3rd card, please. Thank you very, very much. Okay. Huh. I tell you, I love when cards come out like this, because the first card that came out is a fiery climax approaches, a full moon in Aries. Aries, we are speaking to you directly, Aries. I am here explaining to you, guiding you through this journey so that way you make no mistakes on this path, okay? Aries, you must make a choice, okay? And why? Because those that are trying to make a choice, okay, here we have a full moon in Taurus. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, okay? Sometimes some tarot readers want to look at it a different way. If you're following it clockwise, right? Clockwise, this way, right? This way, right? Clockwise, okay? Then the last sign would be Taurus, right? But in all reality, it's Aries, then Taurus, okay? You know, it's just the way that it goes. It's actually this way, right? Like counterclockwise, right? And Taurus, okay, wants to let you know, which is the second sign next to you, which is this one. Okay, where are we here in the camera? Whoop, right there, right? This is Aries, this is Taurus, right? Okay. Your dreams need a practical plan, okay? It's about having a practical plan, because the choices that you are trying to make, you don't want them, you know, you also, you know what, and you also don't want to hurt yourself or hurt somebody else, you know, in this choice that you are trying to make. And there is the new moon in Libra, correct? And I just finished saying, is it, you have to find balance. And is it going to be romance, or is it going to be a career, okay? And here, it is literally letting you know, new moon in Libra, okay? And a new romantic cycle begins. The Libra has the balance, you see? It's all about balance, choices, transformation, intuition, okay? I mean, listen, we can literally grab all the cards and let them, I mean, I wish I could just be quiet and just let them talk. They probably say everything, the same thing that I just said, every little thing, right? But with that being said, Aries, we're also going to go into your angel numbers. I want to see what angel numbers and what these beautiful angels have to say to you. Okay, so that you can make these choices. 3 cards for Aries. Wow. Okay, we have 2 cards off the back, right? One more card, please, for Aries, to help Aries with their choices. What do you have to say to Aries, my beautiful angels, to give them the right numbers, the right message, please? 1 card. I'm going to accept that 4th card, to be honest with you. I think you need it. Okay? Ha! Bottom of the deck. We have angel number 234. First card, growth. You're experiencing growth and expansions in all areas of your life. You are on the right path and moving towards greater fulfillment and success. Angel number 646, security. Work hard and stay disciplined to unlock a happy, wealthy, and successful life. Your guardian angels are here to help you. You have here now prosperity. Angel number 808, prosperity. Embrace your potential and welcome prosperity. You are making wise decisions and heading in the right direction. Notice everything is, like I stated, you can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You have to make the decision so that you can stay in the right path. Because you have, the last card is evolution 567, angel number 567. You are evolving spiritually and emotionally, moving towards greater wisdom and understanding. Okay? And at the bottom of the deck, here, the bottom of the deck, it speaks about angel number 876, release. Let go of old patterns and beliefs that no longer serve your highest good. Embrace freedom in your life. You know something, Aries? When I see that, right, I'm going to call it how it is. Sometimes when we are in a relationship and we have to make money and we are juggling, it's either that person steps up to the plate and helps you with the juggle, because you can't just be feeding that person as well. That person has to feed you as well. Okay? Huh. You know, I'm here juggling my cards, Okay? I just went 1, 2, cutting the deck. I look down and it's the same, the high priestess again. Okay? To follow your intuition. I'm going to say that if you decide to choose your career and find the balance, then the person that you are romantically involved with, per se, okay, if that is the situation, then if she or he is true to you, they will understand that you must move forward and they will follow. Okay? If this is a situation upon a new career, then that, my friend, you must do. Okay? Because all you have to do, I want you to glance at yourself in the mirror and say, this is what I want, this is how I'm going to do it, this is going to be done by this date, and so on and so forth. If it bothers whoever you have to speak to your significant other, then I highly suggest you do so. They either jump in line or you move forward by yourself. And because there are two things that can happen when it comes to romance, right? And when it comes to romance, what can happen is, if you are evolving spiritually and emotionally, moving towards greater wisdom and understanding, which the card explains of evolution, in order for you to have prosperity, in order for you to have the growth, to have the security, okay? There's two things that can happen in a person's life with another person. You either grow together or you grow apart. And this is all about moving forward, Aries. Okay? So Aries, I hope that you have enjoyed this reading. And if you have subscribed to my channel, then I want to tell you that I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart into the deepness of my soul. And this is coming from there, okay, when I say thank you. But if you have not, then please subscribe, like, share, and turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss out on any of your upcoming readings. And lastly, may you forever be blessed with great health, prosperity, and stability in your life, so that the day of tomorrow you can become a bit more spiritually influential. I'll see you next week, Aries. Take care.